So, welcome to my channel. I've come here today to give you a very brief introduction about about writing essays, especially even if you are in the school or in college or preparing for any exam that has a writing section in it where you have to write an essay or you have to where you have to write an essay or where you have to uh, tell something through writing. I do have a plan for that, and that's what we're gonna do today. So this is writing workshop or video, whatever you would like to call it. Maybe you will know in the title when I put the title. I don't even know what's going to be the title of this video. Let's see what it is. Writing. So essays are, especially, as I can say, essays are in most of the tests or in the school tests or competitions. Essays are approximately from 250 to 450 words. They can be longer. There is a point when essays become articles and articles become um, books. There is a difference between all these two. So an essay can be of 250 to 450 words. Now, I think there are two types of essays. What I like to call essays. First one are formal essays, and the second ones are informal essays. I hope you can see that. Formal and informal. For example, informal exams like IELTS, where you have to write, it's an English proficiency test. In IELTS, you have to write a formal essay, which means you cannot, you have to be professional in it. You have to look professional in it. Whereas in informal, you do have to look formal, but then there is the element of humor. I can say that logic plus humor. In informal essays, you can add humor and logic, but in the formals, you can only have logic and intelligence. You can have intelligence here too, but that's the difference. So here you only have informal, you only have logic and intelligence, whereas in informal essays you have logic, humor, and intelligence. And the best way to explain that would be, let's say, informal. The best way to write. Let's say I have to write about there's an essay I read about. It was about giving the options to teenagers to choose their subjects, or not giving teenagers their choice to choose subjects. That means that there are two opinions. The first opinion is that teenagers should get options to pursue their subjects in whatever field they want. And even if they want to learn just one singular subject, math, science, whatever, one subject, then they can have the freedom to learn only one subject and decline all the other subjects. Whereas the second opinion is that they should equally learn every other subject. That is the second opinion. So what I wrote was, what I wrote in the formal part was that giving subject choices to teenagers is the best way to ruin. By the way, I should write it in capital because there can be confusion. Ruin their careers, or you can say life too. So giving subject choices to teenagers is the best way to ruin their careers. That means ruins means destruction, destroying. So it means that giving subject choices to teenagers, whatever subject they want to choose from, is the best way to ruin their careers, is the best way to destroy their lives, because they are teenagers, don't know about the world very well. So they can choose their very high chances that they can destroy their career because they chose a very bad subject. They, no subject is bad, but they chose a subject which they are bad at, but they don't realize it in the beginning. So that is the formal way of writing it. Now there's an informal way of writing which I like it, and there's no need to write 4 lines here. You can write it in 1 or 2 lines, and that's my favorite way. But it consumes humor, so it's informal. You cannot write this part in the formal part. So that is, giving is the same as this. Giving subject choices to teenagers is the same. Giving subject right here, choices to teenagers is like giving, or let me write like handing means, handing also means giving. Handing gun to a monkey. Giving subject choices to teenagers is like handing gun to a monkey. That's it. Now it seems longer than this, but it has humor in it because I'm comparing. You can literally see I am comparing teenagers, giving choices to teenagers with comparing that to giving guns to monkeys. And what happens when you give guns to monkeys? Well, they don't have brains. Once I saw a video on YouTube. There was a group in I think Africa, and they were in jungle and they came a chimpanzee, and those people have guns. Those people had guns, and what they did was they handed the chimpanzee the guns. What happened? He fired in the ground. Now we don't know if anyone was dead or injured, but he fired. It's clearly in the video. That's what happens. So I'm not trying to demoralize teenagers, that we should not give choices to teenagers. I'm just trying to say that they don't know about the world, and so we should be controlled. We should control them, so they must be in a controlled environment. They must be in an environment. Teenagers must be in an environment where they are controlled, but they still have a little freedom, so they can experiment with themselves. So these are 2 ways of writing it. I think this is for this video. You can write in any way you want. You have to be as creative as you can. You just have to make sure that if the test, or if you are writing formal, or if the test requires to write you informal, most of the school tests and exams, including ours, wants formal essays. They don't want this. You can write this humorous stories there. Whereas informal, like you are writing for a competition, and if they allow you to write informal, you can ask them if you can write poetically, humorously, then you can write this. Or if you're writing an article, then you're free to do anything. As long as it is the truth. That was all for this video. I will be uploading some other videos as I learn the subjects too. As I gain some experience, I will be uploading a lot of videos. So thank you for watching it. If you have watched it till this end, that means you were pretty focused on this, and thank you very much.